Hello and welcome to FPL Mate, your best mate for fantasy Premier League content for the 2022-23 season. How are we this fine Saturday morning? It is almost time for the Gameweek 4 deadline. Let me just get myself sorted this fine morning. I actually have been up for a while, but as always, I'm very disorganised. But I hope you guys are doing well. I've started setting up a bench list. We've got we've got 5 players into a bench list. I can't really think of what players people are considering benching this week other than these 5. But we will fill that up later on, guys. Don't you worry. My team is set, so that's good. We're going to have a look through some other players and stuff and talk about various things. We've got some team news. Hopefully we might be able to get some more team news as well. And yeah, we've got Fantasy Football Hub tools. We're going to have a look at some points predictions as well. Trying to find out who's the best captains or who's the best transfers and stuff. So yeah, loads to come in this stream today. And I hope you guys are going to very much enjoy it. And also, we have got a Fanslive league with a £100 prize. So yeah, a lot of people have been talking about Fanslive recently. It's been all over my Twitter. I actually know the guys from Fanslive because I met them before at Fantasy Football Fest, and I was like, well, come on, if everyone else is setting up Fanslive leagues, let's do an FPL Mate one, and then anyone who fancies joining can go in for the £100 prize money. But we'll talk about that after the deadline passes a little bit more. But the link is in the description if you want to go check that out. We'll talk about that a little bit more later, though, because I do want to keep this stream as FPL focused as possible. Right. We've got a new member in the channel already, FPL Esto. Thank you very much for becoming a member of the channel. One of our 100 experts over the last couple of weeks as well, FPL Esto is. So a little interesting factoid for you there. Joel is coming in straight in there with a £5 super chat. What an absolute legend. Joel says, is it worth me bringing in Man United players? Sancho, Rashford, Eriksen. I probably wouldn't say Eriksen just because he's playing a little bit deeper, isn't he? He's not playing in a super attacking position. Sancho and Rashford are interesting. I think Rashford, just given his price, is always a temptation. But, how much decision making do we place on one game week? And it was just one game week last week, wasn't it? When Manchester United turned up. Is that Man United improved now? Possibly. I think you can afford, someone like Rashford, if we just go on to the Manchester United player, someone like Rashford, because of his nice price, I don't think he hasn't gone up in price or anything, has he? No, still at 6.3 million. You can't go too wrong with that, I don't think. Some of the other players, Sancho, a little bit riskier. He's still 7.3 million, is quite a lot. Eriksen is more expensive than Rashford and playing deeper and hasn't actually got any FPL points so far. So, yeah, it seems to me that Rashford is, if you do really want to get a Manchester United player, Rashford is probably the one to go for, isn't he? I'm sure most of you guys will probably agree with that, to be honest. Yeah. Anyway, we are on the orange squash today, by the way, guys. We are still on the orange. We don't deserve. Well, we're trying to change fortunes. It's not been a great start to the season, if I'm totally honest. So we're on orange squash until things turn around. When things turn around, we'll go back to blackcurrant squash. But for now, we are very much on the orange squash. Maybe that will change next week. Maybe we're going to be stuck on the orange squash. But I'm trying to see if I can break the curse, break the jinx. I'm sure it will happen. Someone in the chat, Game Sighter, says Zaha injured. Yeah, so we are hearing. It's heavy rumours. It's incredibly heavy rumours that Zaha has not even travelled. So, yeah, Zaha hasn't travelled. So if you have got Zaha in your team, he is injured. He is expected. He hasn't travelled to play today because they've got a 3 o'clock kickoff. So yeah, just something to think about if you have got Zaha. Definitely don't bring Zaha in, and if you do have him, can you cover him with your bench? Are you worried that he may be out for a couple of game weeks? And if so, is it worth transferring him out, even if you've only just transferred him in? That's kind of the risk of making early transfers, though. Sometimes you get these things, but I mean, to be fair, I'm sure not too many of you guys were transferring in Zaha ahead of Manchester City. Hardest game of the season, right? But yeah, that definitely improves your chances of a Man City clean sheet, I would say. A few people talking about Alexander Isak. Yeah, interesting one. Came in at 7 million, didn't he? And was that yesterday he came in at 7 million? That they announced it on FPL? Where is he? Where is the young man? I mean, more than anything, I'm just excited to see him play in the Premier League because he's such a fun player. He's just such a fun player to watch, isn't he? Am I going to be going in straight on him? No. Kind of as a rule of thumb, you don't really buy a player before they've played a game for a football club. Typically we're gonna be seeing him maybe. Would he start immediately? Is what we're saying. We're certainly not expecting him to start against Wolves tomorrow, are we? I mean, stranger things have happened in football, but would he actually start against Wolves? He's in contention, of course, but I'm not completely convinced. And then after that, it's Liverpool. So maybe really, if you do really fancy Alexander Isak, and by the way, he had a pretty bad season last year. He's a good player, but he's not coming in with hot form or anything like that. But if you do fancy him, maybe waiting until game week 6, kind of seeing from there. We've got some good fixtures. Bournemouth are high, and West Ham obviously have struggled. We've got Fulham there as well. Game week 8 and 9 might be quite nice actually for Isak. So yeah. Wilson is injured, yeah, but Chris Wood is there as well, isn't he? So we've got to think about that as well. We've got a super chat talking about defenders, I believe. So CLCC said thoughts on 5 to 6 million defenders. Let's have a look. I'm going to use the Fantasy Football Hub points predictor tool for this one, I think. Let's go on a 4-game week basis. And what's your budget there? 5 to 6 million. So we know our premium defenders are obviously good, don't we? But how about those in the... I'm going to put it to 6.2 and to 4.8, just so we get a little bit of more scope on there. But those kind of mid-price defenders is what we're looking for here, really. And the highest predicted points is, of course, Reece James, which is an interesting one. Chelsea fans, I am genuinely really interested to hear your thoughts on this. So, if I was to make a prediction about Chelsea this game week, is that Reece James will move to the right wing-back position and Azpilicueta will go to right centre-back. But what do you think? Chelsea fans, what do you think? Do you think James is going to keep playing right centre-back, or do you think they're going to move him, or Tuchel's going to move him to that right wing-back position? Because surely Azpilicueta comes in at right centre-back. You'll have Thiago Silva in the centre, Cucurella left centre-back, and Chilwell left wing-back. That's how I would probably predict it. But it's always interesting to hear thoughts from fans, isn't it? But anyway, Reece James in that kind of price bracket looks like it looks like a Reece James time. Thiago Silva up there as well, but we're just looking for clean sheets really. I don't know if I'd go for Thiago Silva personally, even though he is predicted decent points. Super chat from Nicola. How are you doing, Nicola? I hope you're doing well, mate. Thoughts on selling Haaland and Eze to Tony and Diaz? Yeah, that's a tricky one, that. Do I feel like Tony and Diaz... Thing is, it's really risky to sell Haaland. It's really, really risky. Because he can go nuclear any game. He could score a hat-trick today. And no one would say, oh, I can't believe he scored a hat-trick. It'd be like, yeah, obviously he scored a hat-trick. He's one of the best strikers in the world. So, yeah, that's the difficulty with selling Haaland. If you think about it, kind of logically, though, I would probably say that Tony and Diaz outscore Haaland and Eze. But Tony and Diaz don't have the same ability to go nuclear in the way that Haaland does. So that's your risk. I would say, on average, Tony and Diaz will outscore Haaland and Eze, and it would help you out for later because obviously Haaland is going to be a bit of a risky player going forward with rotation that is going to happen. So there's your risk. But anyway, on 5 million defenders-ish, 5 to 6 million defenders, really we're looking at, maybe a Diaz, Zinchenko, Gabriel, Emerson Royale might keep playing. It looks like Emerson Royale's going to keep his place, to be fair. But there you go. A couple of suggestions for you. Right. Right. Duncan McCausland says, have 3 million plus Jesus, 0.5 in the bank and 200 points. Should I upgrade defence? I have Zinchenko, Walker, Cancelo, Trippier and Patterson. Well, I mean, yeah. You're one of those fortunate people who never had Liverpool defenders and have kind of reaped the benefits of Liverpool's slow start defensively. I would say that this game against Bournemouth is going to be very, very dangerous in terms of Liverpool defenders. I think, I know I've been saying this every week, oh, maybe this is the game week it turns around. But come on, Liverpool against Bournemouth. If you know, I keep using the same example over and over again, but people say, "Oh, Liverpool defense is so bad." Yeah, but you'd play Aston Villa defenders against Bournemouth. You'd play Everton defenders against Bournemouth. You'd play Nottingham Forest defenders against Bournemouth. So how can you say that you wouldn't play Liverpool defenders against Bournemouth? Plus, their attacking threat is just so massive. So yeah, it does kind of look like you're missing a Trent Alexander-Arnold, but I mean, you've been going so far so good without him. So you're doing well. There's no real need to panic, I don't think. And you never know. The players you have right now look good anyway. Like, there's no player in that defence that I'm worried about, personally. So yeah, Duncan, I think you can probably afford to just leave it as it is. I probably would. Especially if I was on 200 points, which I'm very much not. Omri says, Fofana for early transfer, end of Gameweek 4, while still on 4.4 million. I don't think so, mate, no. Yeah, it's going to take a while for Fofana to change in price. Let's have a look on the points predictor tool. And by the way, guys, if you want to get access to any of these tools that I'm using in today's stream, the link is in the description. It's the Fantasy Football Hub link. And you can go check out all of the things that I'm using. So let's have a look for Fofana. He's trending downwards, so he's not rising in price. You know, I very much doubt that he's going to change in price. If the transfer goes through, then he's still not going to change in price for like a decent few days. It's not going to happen overnight. Don't worry about that. So it might be something worth talking about in the strategy stream. Which, by the way, I think I'm going to do on Sunday. So, yeah. That probably seems like the play. Wait a little bit, but yeah. Fofana, if he signs for Chelsea and he's starting regularly at 4.4 million, and for the money they're paying for him, you'd expect him to start regularly? Wow. 4.4 million. What, for a Chelsea defender? It's a no-brainer, isn't it? It's a no-brainer. Good to hear you're doing well. Yeah, good. Wojciech, Gordon or Cucurella? Let's go to the bench list. We haven't had, we've got a couple of questions here from Wojciech and David, who are both asking who should I play out of these players. So let's add all of those players that you guys have put there onto the bench list, and then we can maybe just figure it out. So Gordon and Cucurella. So, let's just remind myself who's playing against who. We've got fixtures down here. So, Everton play against Brentford. That's not the easiest game in the world from a defensive point of view, really, particularly away from home. Brentford are quite good defensively when they play at home, typically. Cucurella is going to be playing against Leicester. So, again, clean sheet's not super likely there. And we're expecting him to play at left centre-back rather than left wing-back as well. So, it's kind of a tricky one, isn't it? Let's back the attacker, as we often do. I think we'll back the attacker. I like both of these players, by the way. But I'm going to put them both... you know what? The thing is, I think if you have Cucurella, you just play him. So I feel like I have to put him there. And Gordon, I have to put him there. So there you go. Play Cucurella. David says, play 2 Rodrigo. I mean, like, come on. We're playing Rodrigo no matter... If you have Rodrigo, the form this man is in... I'll show you his actual form in a second on the hub tools. Harrison goes like after Rodrigo. I mean, Harrison even arguably drops down lower. Like, yes, he did have one good game week, but like Rodrigo's showing some consistency. Reece James, you play above all of these players, I think, even Rodrigo. And Trippier, who I feel like would go like here. They got Wolves, haven't they? Wait, yeah, Newcastle play against Wolves, yeah. So that would be my order. So for Wojciech, play Cucurella. For David, play Rodrigo and Reece James. But honestly, the fact that you've got Trippier and then Harrison on your bench doesn't quite sit right with me. Doesn't quite sit right with me, I don't think. Duncan coming up with another super chat says, I had Trent Alexander... Oh, hold on. One sneeze per stream, that's the rule. I had Trent Alexander-Arnold but sold for Cancelo last week. Can undo. I don't think I would. I don't think I'd undo it. I think particularly with Zaha out, the chances of a City clean sheet have just gone up quite significantly. So, yeah. Oh, a few people asking about Bailey on this bench list. So, let's add him on there. And Dunk as well. Just seeing Richie's asked about Dunk. Bailey and Dunk, right. Okay. Bailey, you never know if he's going to play or not. But if he does, that's not a bad fixture. It's not a great fixture, but it's not a bad fixture. Dunk, I feel like I'm pretty likely to play. I would maybe put Dunk... Actually, you back the attacker, really, don't you? So Dunk would go like here, I think. Bailey would go probably in a similar kind of area. I think I play Dunk ahead of Gordon. No, sorry, Bailey ahead of... I think I play Bailey ahead of Gordon, but it would be close. Well, they're saying that. You got like Andreas, bad fixture, but good little player. Would I play Andreas over Bailey? I think Arsenal have conceded some chances. But Bailey, no, I'm gonna firm it there. I'm gonna firm it there. Path says, how about triple captain Salah to win this game week in my mini league? I mean, do you care about winning individual game weeks? Like, individual game weeks are an absolute, like, trap in terms of FPL. Individual game weeks don't actually mean anything whatsoever. So, I would not worry about winning an individual game week. What you want to do is win that full season. Win by game week... By game week 38, that's where you want to have the best total amount of points, not in an individual game week. I would say personally. So no, definitely, I'm definitely not going to be triple captaining anytime soon. I'm not going to get impatient with that one. People asking for a few more players. Let's just answer this next super chat from. Hang on, we've got one from Siddharth here. Let's do the Gaming Panda first. Thank you very much from New Zealand, by the looks of things, the Gaming Panda. Nice to see you again. Right, he's given me his whole team. Trent, Cancelo, James, Perisic, Salah, Gross, Martinelli, Rodrigo, Jesus and Haaland with 1.8 in the bank. Should I make any transfers which would take a -4? No. No, your team looks good, my friend. Your team looks good. Definitely don't need a -4. If you were using a free transfer, then arguably you don't need anything anyway. That team looks good. Yeah, nothing. No problem. Siddharth says, I'm in triple Liverpool with Trent, Salah and Diaz. Does it make sense to switch Diaz to Rodrigo to reduce risk and save money? I would think about doing that next game week. I definitely would not take, people are hating Liverpool players right now. They really are. And I understand why. It's because Liverpool haven't got very good results so far this season. And honestly, I'm kind of glad that people are hating on Liverpool because it means a lot of people are going to give up on Liverpool players and they are going to turn it around at some point. It's going to happen sooner rather than later. And it's probably going to happen against arguably the weakest team in the Premier League when they're playing at home. People giving up on Liverpool now is the complete wrong time. Now, to give up on Liverpool next game week, I believe they play Newcastle in game week 5. Then that's a better time to hop off Liverpool players if you've finally given up. But it's very likely that Liverpool go out and win 4-0. Salah gets a couple of returns. Trent, Robertson chipping in with maybe a clean sheet and maybe an assist each. Diaz will get a goal in there as well, goal and assist. And everyone will be going crazy about Liverpool players again. This is what happens in FPL. People just are so fickle and change their minds so quickly and so rapidly. But there's every chance that Liverpool will absolutely go and batter Bournemouth. They need a reaction. We saw a reaction with Man United. Why are we saying Manchester United players are now good based on one reaction game week and Liverpool players, we're writing them off because they haven't had their reaction yet? But they will. They will. All right, let's Oh, we got another super chat from Jay. It says wildcarding James or Zinchenko. I think I would go for Zinchenko, personally. Pascal Gross, I would put him pretty high. Arguably ahead of Rodrigo. Rodrigo just has the better form though, doesn't he? Yeah, let's put Pascal there. But he's going to be pretty high. He's going to be pretty high. What other players are popular bench list suggestions? Why Andreas over De Silva? Because Andreas is just a better football player. He's more important to his team. He's on set pieces. Yeah, I don't mind De Silva. Don't get me wrong, but I just prefer Andreas. He's like, if Fulham are getting a goal, then there's a good chance Andreas is involved in that goal. If Brentford are getting a goal, then what is there, like a 1 in 5 chance, 1 in 6 chance? I mean, we can probably go check this out and actually have a look what the predictions are for those cheap midfielders. But I would imagine the Pereira might be slightly ahead of De Silva, but I might be completely wrong there. Right, I can't remember what price it is. What's the predictions here? Okay, yeah, all right. Actually, De Silva is predicted to get more points than Andreas. But I still would play out. But maybe that's because I'm a pessimistic Arsenal fan, to be fair. But yeah, the top predicted points for these cheap players are, we've got players above Bailey here as well. Bailey's in decent form though. All right, based on that, should we swap them? I don't know. Maybe it's my anti-Arsenal bias, thinking that Andreas is going to get something against Arsenal. Fabian Schär, where would I put him? Like in the Trippier region, I guess. Oh, what have I done? There we are. Fabian Schär in there, just below Trippier. Who else have we got? SM. Oh, how do we say that? SMG user, like an SMG in like Call of Duty or any other shooter. Should I play Gross over Saliba? Oh, that's a tough one. I think I would back the attacker, yeah. If I was to put Saliba somewhere, I would put him like here, I guess. So let's put Saliba on the bench list for you. Omri says, forgot to mention your content is great. Keep it. Perhaps thoughts for a differentials video, likes of Mbumo, Welbeck, etc. Well, thank you very much, Omri. I do really appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, we will be doing differential videos. I usually do them in like international breaks. When we get a little bit more time. It's quite a hectic schedule at the moment. But yeah, definitely when we've got a little bit more time to do whatever videos we kind of want in those longer breaks, we'll definitely be doing some things like differentials videos. I love doing them. I usually do like, 4 or 5 per season, and we'll just do differentials for the next 5 game weeks sort of thing. Get ones to keep an eye on. So yeah, we will definitely be doing some of those, my friend. But I'm not fully convinced it's quite time for differentials yet. I mean, you can go for differential, but I'm yet to be convinced by anyone. But as the game weeks go on and we get a little bit more data, we're gonna see some nice differentials emerge, I think. Someone wants Emerson. Emerson on the bench list. But a lot of people have Emerson. I didn't actually think he was that highly owned, but maybe he is. Oh, 4.1%. All right, some people do have Emerson. It's a good fixture. Is he nailed on to play? Don't know. Let's put him like, I don't know. Let's put him like there. There you go. Emerson Royale. Super chat from Anurag, who says, have Neto and 0.7 in the bank, can go to Harrison Aronson or Gross. What would you suggest till game week 8? For now, I'm leaning towards Harrison for 4 to 5 game weeks, but Gross has a better game week. All right, let's have a look because I do want to have a look at this actually, because a lot of people are talking about Harrison. So, and kind of thinking, oh, he had a good game week last game week. Can we maybe go for Harrison? But if you look at Rodrigo in comparison, yes, Harrison has been doing quite well in terms of creating. I mean, I say quite well. He's done all right at creating. not even that amazingly. This is per start. Let's do per. No. We may as well leave it as per start. So yeah, he has looked good creatively, but where you get your real points from your midfielders is your goals, and you can see on this chart that Harrison really is significantly behind a player like Rodrigo in terms of those shooting opportunities. So I don't think Harrison does quite replace Rodrigo. I don't think he's a good substitute for him. Even if we compare him to and we're going to try and help you with this one. Aronson, we can add him in. I wonder if someone's got to drop out, I think, when Bamford comes back. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be Harrison? Is it going to be Aronson? On form, it's not going to be... when Bamford and Sinistera are back, someone's got to drop out. And it's not going to be Rodrigo based on current form. Now, Aronson, you can see, is just a completely different... Aronson, statistically, is just not performing as well. Yes, he started the season quite well with a couple of points, didn't he? But yeah, statistically, you can see from this. I never know what to call these graphs, spiderweb graphs kind of things. You can see that Aronson is just not even comparing. So let's just add Gross to the equation as well. Who I think is going to be a little bit better. Yeah, he's a little bit better in terms of expected points, which is a decent measure. We know Gross has got some good fixtures as well. But yeah, these shooting metrics, kind of on the right-hand side, we see the shooting metrics. On the left-hand side, we see the passing metrics, really. And you can see, Gross, other than chances created, big chances created, and expected assists, Gross is kind of dominating in everything. Shots on target, similar, I guess. But, shots in the box, big chances, XG... even final third passes and through balls. So creatively, Gross is actually kind of competing a little bit with Harrison. So Gross looks like the player to get out of those. But I mean, the answer is really Rodrigo. No one quite replaces Rodrigo. He's absolutely, absolutely dominating those underlying stats at the moment. Absolutely dominating. But yeah, Gross seems to be the obvious choice, I would say, out of the players you've mentioned there. Ranvir says, "Hey Dan, I accidentally hit free hit. Being the moron that I am, any idea how I can make the most of it? Jesus Christ." Yeah, that's not ideal. Just pick the players that you think will score the most points this game week. Let's go on the points prediction of all players. We'll give you some suggestions, my friend. So we just want game week 4. Who's predicted to score the most amount of points this game week? Get all of these players. Get Salah, Kane, Alexander-Arnold, Son, Diaz. Maybe not Fernandes, but you could do. Saka, Jesus, Robertson, Sterling, Martinelli, James, Welbeck, Sancho, De Bruyne, Van Dijk, Firmino. Yeah, these are the kind of players you want to be. The players who just are looking good for this game week alone. Even Rashford. Just fill your team up with these kind of players that are predicted high points. If you've got access to Fantasy Football Hub already, go on the predictors page and just build a team out with the highest predicted points. The algorithm usually gets it roughly right. So, yeah, but certainly Salah. You can have a Salah, you can have a Kane, you can have an Alexander-Arnold in there. You can fill up with Liverpool players in their good fixture without having to keep them long term. If you're still a little bit worried about them, you can go for a couple of Arsenal players. Maybe not Saka, but maybe go for Martinelli and Jesus. Yeah, you got some choices. You have got some options. We'll do a captain's poll in a minute, I think. Mikhail, nice to see you back, my friend. Hi, I'm currently second in my money league. My 11 is Raya, Trent, Cancelo, Perisic, Trips, Salah, Saka, Rodrigo, Gross, Haaland, Jesus. Got one free transfer to save. I don't think you really need to use any transfers there. Your team looks pretty good, or very good, in fact. Yeah, I've got no problems with your team there at all. Well, I don't know what I'd suggest, really. I would just leave it. I'd roll the transfer. Roll the transfer. Captain Trent Alexander-Arnold, if you don't have Salah. I would say, we'll do a poll now, but I would probably suggest that the top 3 captains would be Salah, and then Jesus, and then Kane. And if you haven't got any of Salah, Jesus, or Kane, at that point, I'd start looking at someone else. Really. But I'm going to throw in a poll in the chat and make sure you guys are answering this. Let's see what you guys are up to. Thank you very much for the very worried looking super sticker. Chuba on your Jesse. Chuba. You seem worried, my friend. I hope you're not too worried about the game week. It's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a fun one. So, Salah versus Bournemouth. I'll put the fixtures in there as well. Kane versus Nottingham Forest or other. I've spelled captain wrong. Let's just fix that before I put this in. Who was your game week for? Captain. There we go. Let's see. I mean, I'm imagining it's going to be like 70, 80% Salah. Although, I tell you what, obviously on our 100 experts video we made earlier this week, we saw that Salah was the clear favourite. What was it? 88% Salah captaincy on the 100 experts video. But you know, when I've been like, you know, chatting to friends and going out and about and talking on Twitter and, you know, everywhere else, people are like in group chats I'm in, like FPL group chats, like just between friends, people are not sure who to captain this week, which seems crazy that it seems like among FPL content creators and, you know, that kind of thing, it seems pretty unanimous that Salah is the obvious captain choice this week. But you go outside of that and suddenly people are just like kind of really unsure, like considering Salah, considering Kane, considering Jesus, Haaland, you know, someone mentioned Trent Alexander-Arnold in the chat. So, yeah, it really is a bit of a wacky one. Yeah, but I mean, you can see by the poll so far, we've got 551 votes in there. Salah is at he's at 80% now. 600 votes, Salah's at 80%. So guys, if you are thinking about who you're going to captain, when it is this much of a landslide, it's usually because the majority are right. You know, faith in numbers. Yeah, 81% on Salah now. Yeah. Usually, if everyone is going the same way, it's because they're right. Wisdom of the crowd. That was the phrase I was looking for. Wisdom of the crowd, yeah, often turns out to be roughly right. But yeah, no, fair enough. If you want to go for a differential, I mean, I think it's a little bit early to be going differential on a week like this, where there is such a standout captain and there's no split. It's not usually a week that I like to go differential. I'd rather go differential with captaincy on a week where there is a split on captaincy decisions, so no one player can punish me. If you go against Salah this game week and Salah does well, you are really screwed, because it's just such a consensus. It's such a consensus. Anurag says, can't really compare Rodrigo and Harrison for my last chat. The doubt was between Harrison and Gross and Aronson. Don't have the budget for Rodrigo. Yeah, I know. I just wanted to make a point because I know a lot of people are thinking, oh, I wish I had Rodrigo. Maybe I could go for Harrison instead. And I just kind of wanted to kind of demonstrate that Harrison isn't really a Rodrigo replacement. But still, we hopefully, Anurag, we did come to your answer. Gross looks on paper, statistically, like the best one to go for. But Aronson, I would not be going for, I don't think. Super chat from Armok Big Tiny, who's given me his teams here. Ramsdale, Trent, Cancelo, Perisic, Cucurella, Salah, captain, Martinelli, Rodrigo, Haaland, Tony, Jesus. Bench, Forster, Sosek, Brandon Williams, and De Silva. Subs, like as any changes you'd make? I mean, there's some players I don't really like in there. Your starting 11 looks good. Like, that's definitely true. Your starting 11 looks good. Your bench is a little bit worrying. Like, Forster is going to block you off from getting Spurs players. Sosek is, like, in bad form. West Ham are in the market for a new midfielder. So Sosek might not even get game time anymore and just doesn't get attacking returns at all. Brandon Williams is no replacement for Nico Williams. Brandon Williams he's not even going to get a loan at this rate. Like, he's just not going to get anything. De Silva's okay, though. But yeah, Forster, Sosek, and Brandon Williams would certainly be players I'd be looking at. I don't know. I know they're just subs, so it's like low priority, but it might be quite nice to free up some money. Like, downgrade Sosek to a 4.4 million or a 4.5 million midfielder and free up some money in the future, if you needed to get some money out of the future. But you don't really need to do anything. I think the starting 11 certainly looks very good, very strong. Dear. Max Pike, thank you very much for the £1 super sticker. I don't know if you were trying to put in a chat there. I don't know what is the minimum spend for a super chat to work. I don't know. I don't actually know the answer to that. But Max, if you put in if you put anything in the chat, I will keep an eye out for you. I'll keep an eye out for you. FPL though says, is Fanslive only available to play in Great Britain? So yes and no. I think they've got a two versions of the game. One is an international version, but the one we're going to be hosting today is going to be a UK only prize league. Because it's a prize league, we kind of have to follow UK gambling restrictions. That was really loud cat screaming right outside my window. That really freaked me out. Chuba, thank you very much for becoming a member of the channel. I do appreciate that. Show my team. I can show you my team. I already showed my team in my video. Actually, to be fair, no. The people who come into the chat and say show your team quickly, they are literally just popping by to copy a team and then they're going to disappear off, aren't they? Like I shouldn't be engaging with these people. Have a look at my predicted points for the game week. 96% team rating. Can you guys hear the meows? Can you hear that? Because that was really loud. It's right by my window. Carles Mick says Neto and Bailey to Gundogan or Kukurea and Neto to Diaz and Nico. Oh, that's an interesting one. Let's. I do like Gundogan. I also do like the idea of upgrading Neto to Diaz. And Nico Williams, I think, is going to be a good option going forward. Let's go with the second option, Carles. Let's go with the second one. Diaz and Nico Williams, let's go, baby. But, they're both, if you feel strongly about one or the other, go with your gut, I would say. There's not too much in it. Charlie McGregor, coming all the way from Australia. What is the time over there, Charlie? Let me know. Dan, gone James Ward-Prowse and Neto to Rodrigo and Jensen. Couldn't afford Gross. Thoughts, didn't want to get rid of James Ward-Prowse, but couldn't get Rodrigo from Neto. I understand that. I'm not really convinced by Jensen, to be honest. I mean, I don't dislike Jensen. I don't know if I'd go for him personally, though. But hey, look, Brighton have got some good fixtures. Jensen's on some set pieces. It could work out. If you get a couple of set pieces go your way, it could be pretty decent. But yeah, Rodrigo is definitely the one right now, isn't he? Like he's just like, I know I'm twerking over stats today. I know I am. But like now that we are working with Hub, we have access to all of these tools that I can show you guys on stream. We may as well show you. But yeah, if we look at these some of these stats, like Haaland really is dominating. No, not Haaland. Why say Haaland? Rodrigo really is dominating, particularly among midfielders. So yeah, Rodrigo just over 2 expected goals, 13 shots. He's one of the highest on shots as well. Second for shots in the whole Premier League so far. 13 shots, 6 on target, 12 in the box, 3 big chances. So he's absolutely a shooting machine. His creativity isn't that bad either. So he's created 4 key passes with 2 big chances created, which actually puts him as one of the highest expected assists players as well. So he's actually 4th for expected assists, which is quite mad that he is so high on both expected goals and expected assists as well. He's just dominant. He's got some good fixtures coming up as well. So no surprise, really, that he is the highest point scorer of the Premier League so far by 10 points. Yeah, absolute bully at the moment. He's just on fire. Victor Powell says Bernardo Silva or Gundogan. I'd probably go for Gundogan. Reefer says, Reefer is joined as a member of the channel. Thank you very much, Reefer. Thank you very much. You guys could hear the cat. Wow. That is quite incredible. Patrick says, hey mate, what are your thoughts on Ruben Dias? I need to drop someone in order to get Rodrigo. Would I drop? No. It's the clean sheets, isn't it? It's the clean sheets, and you expect more clean sheets. We've already got 2 clean sheets. We're probably going to get some more. You know, you wouldn't be surprised to get 6 points here, 6 points there. You know, a City could get clean sheets in the next 3, and you take 6 points per game, don't you? So I don't think I'll be willing to drop Diaz. And honestly, I feel like you can wait one more game week for Rodrigo. I don't think you absolutely have to get him now. I think you could wait one more week because Brighton are, you know, playing well in a decent defence. So I don't think you have to get Rodrigo now. Particularly if you've already missed the price changes, which if you're getting Rodrigo today, you've already missed 2 price changes. So, yeah, you arguably wait. Joel Lobo says Gross or Tony for a -4. De Silva or a 0.5 forward out. I'll probably go for Tony. Tony's probably a little bit more reliable than Gross, I would say. Doherty too risky, definitely. Charlie says 5:40 p.m. here in Perth. Legend. Well, Charlie, yeah. To be fair, I didn't expect you to say you're from Perth. That's like the one city in Australia that is so far from all of the other ones. For some of the other ones, it'd be like evening, right? But for you, 5:40 p.m. Not bad. That's actually pretty decent. You can watch the early kickoff without it being too late. You may even be able to watch the 3 p.m.s, which I don't know what they would be for you, but probably not too late. You know, nice. Yeah, you kind of got lucky there, really, in terms of what time zone in Australia you've ended up in. Sam says, would you bench Zinchenko or Gross? Should we add Zinchenko to the bench list? Still, rule of the thumb still says back the attacker. I feel like I put Zinchenko like here on the bench list. We'll leave the bench list up on screen for a little while longer. But there you go, Sam. Hopefully that answers your question, my friend. Darren G, thank you for the super sticker there. Chuba's coming with another £1 super sticker as well. I think you have to put in like £1.50 in order to turn the super sticker into a super chat. I think. Alexander says, Salah to KDB. No way. Or keep Salah on triple captain. Okay. Alexander, you're all over the place, my friend. You can't decide whether to sell Salah or triple captain him. That's like 2 extremes. There's 2 completely opposite things. You either like Salah and you kind of want to keep him, or you don't like Salah, you're kind of thinking about removing him. You can't... That is wacky. Alexander, I would just keep Salah and don't triple captain. So go somewhere in the middle. Don't sell Salah. That's too extreme one side. Don't triple captain Salah. That's too extreme the other side. Just keep Salah in your team. Haaland to Kane, I think, can wait one more game week. I would wait one more game week before doing that. Dan Ramsey says, hey Dan, Perisic or Trips? Watching from New Zealand. You're all over the world. Dan, you've got a Portuguese flag in your profile picture there, my friend. You're trying to confuse me or what? It doesn't look like a Portuguese name, Dan Ramsey, and you've already said you're from New Zealand. So, Perisic or Trippier? I would go for Perisic. I'll go for Perisic. In fact, I'm going to put Perisic on the bench list, and I'm going to put him pretty high. In fact, I'm actually going to put him number 1 on the bench list. I'm not going to use the special characters for that. Yeah. Perisic is the one, isn't he? He is the one. He's the chosen one this week. Jandre says, hey Dan, thanks for always helping. Short turnaround between Game Week 4 and 5. Don't I know it. Game Week 5, 2 free transfers. Haaland to Tony, De Silva to Rodrigo. Also have Salah and KDB. You know what? I like that. If you already got 2 premiums in Salah and KDB, who, by the way, are probably would be my 2 favourite premiums long term, I think, potentially. Yeah, I like those transfers, Jandre. I like them a lot. I would probably be doing something very, very similar. If you know, in your situation. Chuba says, Rashford for Bailey for a -4 point hit. Don't know if I do it for a hit necessarily. Yeah, I don't think I'd do it for a hit. Oh, Darren in the chat says £1.79 UK for super chat. All right, so the price in the UK to make a super sticker into a super chat is £1.79. That kind of explains why I get so many £1.79. I thought it was just like a random price. But there we go. I do appreciate all the super chats today, guys. By the way, looking at the captaincy poll, we've got 2,600. No, we've got 2,700 votes on the captaincy poll, which is more than there are people in the stream. So people are hopping in and out just to vote, and it's at 83% Salah. That is some serious numbers. That is some serious numbers. So Salah is absolutely clear in terms of the captaincy polls. Completely clear. Haaland to KDB now? No, I don't think so. We've got the bench list on screen. So guys, remember, like, if you're new to the bench list, basically this is a list of players in order of priority of who I would play. So if you've got a decision to make, you can't decide who to play. I've got Pascal Gross and I've got Neto. Who should I play out of those two? If that's your question, then the answer is play Pascal Gross, because Pascal Gross is higher on the bench list. So yeah, hopefully that's going to be a helpful one, and just answer loads of questions. People asking what's the website I'm using for stats. It's Fantasy Football Hub. It's the second link in the description to have a look at that. Charlie McGregor, one more super chat. Last one before I go broke. Don't go broke for me, Charlie. Don't go broke for me. Great time zone for Premier League, as I can usually stay out for games unless I have work the next morning. Yeah, it's so true. It's so true. Salah or Jesus for captain? The sensible answer, Charlie, is Salah. That is the sensible answer. I would not be deviating from that. For me, it's Salah. Look, Jesus is an option, but it's just so risky, my man. But yeah, you're in a decent time zone for football. Max Pike has put in a £1.79 super sticker, and it's not come up with a message again. What is going on? I thought it was £1.79 for a super chat. Is it actually slightly more? Is it £1.80? For God's sake. Can I reimburse these? Legion, nice to see you back, Legion. Do I change Walker for cash or who? I've got 5.3 million. No, I would. If you've got Walker already, I'd keep Walker. If I had cash, I would arguably keep cash. So I don't think I would make any changes there. I don't think I'd make any changes. Nicola, thank you very much for becoming a member. Oh, Nicola? It does not say Nicola. That says Nickals. Nickals Shondrov, thank you very much for becoming a member of the channel. Nice to see new members all the time. And we've got Joshua Vinyaswaran. Thank you very much for becoming a member of the channel as well. Make sure you get those emojis in the chat. My new mates. My new mates. Harry Holmes with a 79p suit. Is everyone just testing like super chats now? Super stickers. Right. To tell you on super chats, it should just let you put in a message. If the money, I don't know exactly how it works, because I've never actually sent a super chat. I've received them but never sent one. But if you put in enough money, it comes up with a text box. Is that right? To put in a message. So don't waste your money. I mean, don't send me super chats at all, really. Please feel no pressure. Because, yeah, I don't know. Sigurd says, Neto to Rodrigo or Gundogan. Love the low ownership. Has he still got quite low ownership? Yeah, he has. He has, to be fair. 4.9%. That's pretty low for a player of his standard. I mean, look, Rodrigo is obviously the sensible pick. But Gundogan, if you fancy a little bit of a differential, you like the look of these upcoming fixtures and you think he's going to play, then there's not much wrong with going with Gundogan. He has looked good. If you really fancy the low ownership player, Gundogan. But Rodrigo is just a statistical monster at the moment, and he just looks good. He just looks good at the moment, doesn't he? He just looks good. Yeah. I mean, should I look for early team news, by the way? We only got 10 minutes till deadline, but I don't really think we need... was anyone really that bothered about early team news from this game? Probably not. Probably not. Oh well. Oh well. Oh wait, yeah. As Andrew is in the chat said, only 400 likes. Come on, guys. Can we do? We can do 500 likes, can't we? Can we get 500 likes on the stream? I would love that. I would love that a lot. It would mean so much to me. Nick Hours says, what about Robertson for a captain this week? Nah, that is just too risky, my friend. That is too risky. I couldn't do it to myself. I can't advise it to you either. It's Salah, really. I think we've kind of got to a point where it's like Salah is the only captain worth thinking about. The only captain I'm going to give you advice on is Salah. I'm not going to advise on anyone else. Unless you don't have Salah, in which case go for Jesus or Kane. And if you don't have any of those three players, then you're in big trouble. You're in big trouble. Reefer with the reminder to check your teams, guys. 10 minutes ago. Yeah, we've only got, well, less than that now. So make sure, guys, you are checking your team, making sure your team is, looking exactly how you want it to look. Your captain's armband is on the right player. Your vice captain's on the right armband. Your bench is in the right order. You've got the right players on your pitch. I'm just checking mine now. It's looking pretty snazzy, not going to lie. Larave says, Rodrigo, Saliba, Gross, pick 2. The bench list is your friend, Larave. Rodrigo is like highest. Then we've got Gross. And then Saliba is all the way down here. So there you go. There's your... Oh, God, where I've moved Saliba by accident. Saliba's down there. So, these two. Rodrigo and Gross. Things we love to see. Is Maddison playing? Madison's not expected to play, is he? Zaha is the only bit of big team news, I think, that he's not going to be. How many people own Zaha, actually? Do a lot of people have Zaha? Because if so, they're in trouble. He said 10%. 10%. Hunter says, hi, Diaz on the bench list. Cheers from France. Hunter, let me see if I can help you out with a Diaz on the bench list. I think if you have Diaz, you play him. Arguably ahead of like a player like Reece James, but he'd go pretty high. I'll put him like there. He's got to go pretty high, I think. People asking De Silva and Andreas. Well, the points predictor predicts De Silva to score more points. So I guess him. Julio says, is Zaha playing? And if not, how long will he be out? He's not playing. Well, I mean, it's strongly rumoured that he's not playing. He's not travelled today. So he's not looking good for this game week. How long will he be out? I don't know. Have we actually had a press conference about this? I don't know. It could be a few weeks. It could be a few weeks. I don't want to tell you for sure. I would be thinking about selling. But at the same time, is he absolutely fine? And it's just because he's linked with a transfer move away or he's moving club or something. You never fully know. We're at crunch time, the transfer window. And this is where clubs start messing around with stuff. They start screwing with you. Adrian Double Cheese, thank you very much for becoming a member of the channel. That's a very interesting name. Adrian Double Cheese. Where does that come from? Sad Onion says, Triple Captain Salah, Super Chat is £2. Well, Sad Onion has helped us out with that one. Super Chat is £2 apparently. Triple Captain Salah, no chips. No chips allowed. No Triple Captains, no free hits, no bench boosts. We're not doing any of that until later on in the season. Please save your chips. And I promise you, if you save your chips now, you will thank me later. Because it happens every season. People, rush out their chips early on in the season, and then when we get to chip season, there is literally an FPL chip season, a time of the season where playing your chips just becomes twice as effective because of double game weeks and blank game weeks. And at that point, there are so many points up for grabs when using your chips, and that is the point we need to save our chips from. And every season, I start making videos about chip strategy, when to use your triple captain, when to use your bench boost, when to use your free hit, and I get every single video, there's like 20, 30 comments on the video that say, damn, I wish I'd saved my chips for now. Every time, damn, I wish I didn't use my chips early on in the season. I wish I didn't do it. Or some people saying, I'm so glad I didn't use my chips earlier on in the season as well. So you really will, you really will be glad that you saved your chips. Twisted Risings? Have I got that right? Twisted Rising says, who to bench? Trips, Cancelo, Rodrigo. You're not going to bench Cancelo. Come on. bench out of those 4 players, Trippier. Luke Stone, Juriez says James and Zuma to Perisic and Kukurea. No, I don't think so. I would want to keep Reece James. I would really like to keep Reece James. Maybe Zuma to someone else, though. You mean take Zuma out? You're running out of time a little bit. We've got 5 minutes till deadline. But yeah, James I would keep. Zuma I would not keep. Dan Cross says, just add a little salt is my normal chip strategy. Just a little salt. No vinegar? Ketchup? Come on. Just a little salt. You could do better than that. There's just so much more delicious things to add to a chip. Tyler E says, I had a friend last year who thought you got a free hit chip every week. That's crazy. Ibra18 says, Captain Trent Alexander-Arnold, I'm 5.2 million. I need a differential. No, you don't. Don't worry. Rank this early in the season does not matter. Don't panic. This is not the time to be going absolutely crazy. Archie Wright has correctly said that mayo is the ultimate chip condiment. But no, you don't need a differential this early on in the season. Like the season has barely started. Please don't think any rank you have right now is solidified, because it's really not. You got so long. I'm going to end that poll now. We've got over 4,000 votes. But 83% Salah. So there you go, guys. If you're wondering who to captain, the FPL Mate stream has spoken, and it's a clear Salah victory. No doubts about that at all. Landslide. It's a landslide. Right. We are getting very close, guys. So do make sure, like, this stream that you're watching right now is not a priority. The show team brigades have arrived. You know it's very close to the deadline where a bunch of people are suddenly saying show team. The copycat merchants have arrived and they want to see what team that they're going to be copying this week. I got your number. I know what's going on. I mean, I've showed my team multiple times this week. If you watch enough FPL Mate content, you'll already know what my team is. The team reveal is reserved for only the most loyal of FPL Mate subscribers. Adam said I would triple captain mayonnaise on my chips, as would I. Look at the chat. Show team. Hello, show team brigade. Welcome. My name is Dan. You probably don't know my name. You're just here for the team. Hopefully, the show team brigade, you're gonna enjoy. I will show you my team in the next 5 minutes. I will. I hope you. But I mean, show team brigades. I really do hope you do enjoy the stream. I know you're only here for a minute. I just want to see the team, and then you want to disappear off. But I mean, maybe this kind of fun banter between me and you, the show team brigade, maybe me and you guys, this little banter can convince you to stick around a little bit longer than just 1 minute to see the team at the end of the stream. But there we are. Jakob says he took a minus 72 hit just in spite of copycats. Yes, show team brigade. I've brought in Harry Maguire this week. I think he's going to do really well. So I've sold Trent. I brought in Harry Maguire. So go for that one, I would say. Show team. Hey, if you want to see my team, there are multiple videos I've made this week that show my team. You should have been watching them. Not just arrive 1 minute before the end of the deadline to try and cheese your way to an easy kind of thing. The Last DJ, thank you very much for becoming a member of the stream. A few people in the chat saying show team. Okay, yeah, sorry. Let me show you my team, because I know a lot of you guys in the chat wanted me to show my. The deadline's passed. I'm so sorry. Oh, show team brigade. I've let you down. I didn't realise what the time was. Oh, well. Well. Looks like you'll have to make your own decisions this week. Right, guys. With that said and done, we are locked in. Everyone excited? Everyone excited? I am. This is the week we turn it around. The last DJ says it was about time I became a member. Love the content, Dan. Thank you so much, DJ. I appreciate that. Nice try, mate. Yeah, we have a little bit of banter on this channel. We have a bit of a laugh. lots of laughing emojis in the chat, which is always a morale booster. Definitely did that. I did not do that on purpose. It was a genuine. I tried to show my team on top. I lost track of time. I lost track. I'm so sorry. God, it's just one of those things. It's not one of those things. It happens. A few people who were saying congrats on 150k. By the way, yeah, thank you so much, guys. We did hit 150,000 subscribers this week, which is amazing. So yeah, genuinely, thank you so much for that, guys. I really do appreciate that. Right, guys. Those of you who are in the UK, you are in luck. Because we are. I mentioned this earlier on in the stream, but I'll say it again. So, like, you know, have you seen this on Twitter? Everyone, like, in the FPL community is like playing like Fanslive at the moment. I have played this game before. It's pretty fun, to be fair. It's like a fantasy. It's like a fantasy game that only lasts one game. I don't know if any of you guys have played games like this in the past, but it's like you play basically a fantasy game within the space of 90 minutes worth of football. You know, in an individual game. So, if you guys want to get involved, I've hit the hit the Fanslive guys up because like I said earlier, I know them. I know them personally. I met them at the Fantasy Football Fest like a month ago. So I just asked them straight up, can we do a game and do a prize? Just for people in the stream, people in the FPL Mate subscribers or stream viewers, can we do like a little competition and can you put some money up for it? And they said yeah. So we've got £100 prize pool for the Fanslive Mini League. So yeah, everyone is here. Everyone's here from Let's Talk FPL. Oh, we always get the Let's Talk FPL guys after he ends, don't we? Welcome to the second best FPL channel. Mikhail, Dan, you are a savage. It was just a mistake. Midget AU, thank you very much for becoming a member. But yeah, I put a link in the video description if you want to get involved in Fanslive. It's a pretty fun game, to be fair. So you can join the league. What you got to do is click on that link. That should take you into the FPL Mate group. Once you're in that, you then go on the home page and then go on the Southampton versus Manchester United game. And if you click on that, you'll see that you can go. You'll be in the FPL Mate league. There's only a few people in there so far, and there's £100 prize pool, which is quite significant. So look, I don't know how many people are going to join, but I tell you what, if we get like 50 people in there, then that's a really decent chance of winning £100. A really decent chance of winning £100. So yeah, if you want to play, I'm going to be playing the Southampton versus Manchester United game. Link in the description. £100 prize for a little fantasy game. I mean, we're all good at fantasy anyway. But yeah, like, to give a basic description of the game, because it is actually kind of fun. It's like, I think it's particularly good on a game like Southampton versus Manchester United, because I don't have any fantasy players in that game. So, I mean, if not for something else, I probably wouldn't be too bothered about watching the game. The link is in the description. It's like, it should be the top link in the description if you haven't found it. I'll just double check to make sure that it is in there. Yeah. Click on that link once you get the app and download it. But yeah, it's like a live fantasy game that just takes place within the space of one game, and you can play as many games as you want. There's no cost or anything like that, and there's prizes for free, and there are money leagues in there as well if you want to join them, where you put up a stake. But basically the idea is you have a total of, I think it's 15 minutes to use on each player. It's kind of hard to explain actually without showing you. Maybe I should next time, if we can get them to do some more leagues for us, set up some more leagues for us and more prize leagues, then we can show you. But I wouldn't be able to show you now anyway, because until the lineups are out, you can't actually pick your team. But basically, you pick 3 players that you think are going to do well in, during the game. So, for example, I might pick Rashford. I think he's going to score. So I'll pick Rashford. I'll pick, maybe Sancho, maybe a Kyle Walker-Peters. I don't know. So I'll pick 3 players for the start of the game. I can only have those players for a limited amount of time, and then you've got to switch them about. I think the link is for UK only, but there's a free-to-play international version as well. But I'm not sure if that's on all platforms yet. But the game is international, or certainly they're talking about it. But the code is in the. As soon as you've clicked the link in the description, you should just be in the group. You should just be in the league, and then after that, you just need to join the game. But what I'll do is I'll show you. I'll actually show you once the lineups are out. Once the lineups are out, you can pick your team. But it's pretty fun. Just wait till the lineups come out. If you're in, then just wait till the lineups come out, and then I'll show you how to pick your team, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, £100 on the line. How many of you are in the league so far? I don't know if it's updated yet. But yeah, there we go. How to join a Sky Sports mini league? I don't know what the Sky Sports mini league was. It just threw me in it. Like, have you guys got this as well? I don't know. Maybe it's a UK only thing. But did anyone else here get automatically put in to this Sky? Oh crap! What have I done? Oh, why did I do that? I should not have done that. Now I can't show my team anymore. Crap. What was I thinking? Oh, well, that's done. Maybe I'll just do it on here. Has anyone else been thrown into this Sky Sports mini league? Like, never has any recollection of joining it. They've just, for some reason, been put in it. Yeah, okay, a few of you guys as well. I don't know why it's done that. It must be some kind of sneaky sponsorship deal or some kind of sneaky partnership that they've done. Yeah, a few of you guys look like you've been put in. I wonder why that is. I think there's been some backhanders. Some people not in the UK as well. There's been some sneaky backhanders between the Premier League and Sky Sports as a kind of promotional team thing, because it's no coincidence that the year that Sky Sports start producing FPL content on TV is the same year that suddenly they've got a broadcaster league that everyone has been added to. No one has any recollection of joining that mini league, yet we all seem to have been added to it, and they're starting doing FPL content on their TV channels. I don't know. A few other people are saying that they've been in their local, well, not local, their national TV stations leagues. So BN Sports, maybe in the Middle East. So yeah, okay. So it's the broadcaster for your country. So whatever TV channel broadcasts your Premier League is the one that you get a broadcaster league and it automatically joins you, which is kind of weird in the UK because Sky Sports are just one of several broadcasters for the Premier League. Because Sky Sports, BT, and Amazon have some games as well. I think it's just those 3. Yeah. I think it's just those 3 in the UK. So yeah, how come Sky Sports? Slovenia, you have Arena Sports League. Right. Canada has Fubo TV. Star Sports in India. Chill Boost wasn't put in any broadcaster league. Well, that is just terrible. Croatia, you're in Arena Sport as well. Australia puts you in the Optus League. So it's the main broadcaster, right? Lee Wilson says, thought Sky had their own fantasy game. It is heavily rumored. I don't know if any of you guys play or have played. Or BBC as well. Get very, very rare games. Yes, I don't know if any of you guys have played the Sky Sports version of FPL. But it's rumoured that it's being phased out. So, you know, Sky Sports are moving towards FPL, the main FPL game. I think because FPL was just growing and growing and growing, and some of the other, like, a lot of people used to play, Sky Sports Fantasy and, like, Telegraph Fantasy and Daily Mail Fantasy or whatever, random newspaper fantasy games. But nowadays, like, these other games are just becoming less and less popular, and the main FPL, the main Premier League game, it's just becoming more and more popular. More and more popular. Star Hub for Singapore. I'm learning about all kinds of new TV channels around the world. I've heard of some of them. I've heard of Optus. What's the South Africa one that I know? Is that Star Sports? Or maybe I'm thinking of someone else. Michael Graham in the USA has been added to NBC League. All right. Super Sports in Africa. Jakub says, love how Arsenal fans are now overconfident and think they'll win the league. Bunch of jokers. Well, I mean, laugh all you want. Arsenal are winning the league. By the way, guys, I finally got the new Arsenal drip. The new Arsenal shirt has arrived. It is a stunner, isn't it? Is this not? That chair is in the way. Is this not a phenomenal football shirt? Like, I absolutely love it. It's so nice. Because I thought the lettering was going to be like gold, but it's actually more in person. It's actually more like kind of somewhere between bronze and gold, and then it's the silver along the sleeves as well. I love this shirt. I love this bloody shirt. So this is the latest to the collection. It's getting bad. I'm buying like a football shirt per week. I'm getting like one per week. It's getting out of hand. Michael says, I love the Jamaican checkered one. Yes, I saw that yesterday and I almost bought it. But then I thought, I can't keep buying football shirts. I'm never going to financially recover from this. It is nice. Where do I buy my shirts from? I buy my shirts from all over the place. It really depends who has the stock. Rose gold. I don't think it is quite a rose. I don't think it's quite rose gold, is it? Don't think so. Best shirt in the world banger. It's a good one, isn't it? FPL Mate, or should I say Ellis? Ellis Platten, away days, I watch every single one of his videos. Every single one. I think it's like, as a football shirt lover, away days is just like the perfect YouTube channel. Like, and you can tell he really loves the shirt, doesn't he? He really loves the shirt. And you always kind of see like interesting shirts that you didn't necessarily know about before. Lots of comments there about the haircut, by the way. It's not a different haircut. Well, I mean, yeah, I always, I just get the back and sides done. But the hair is the same. I just haven't stuck it up today. Jasper says, when you win FPL, sign all your shirts and sell them. Well, I mean, I kind of want to keep them. I kind of like my football shirt. This is the one I'm sure a few of you guys have seen it already, but this is the one I got last week. The the kind of this Norwich away kind of tie-dye effect shirt. It doesn't look as good on camera as it does in real life, I would say. But I tell you what, it's a beautiful shirt. I love the way they've done the badge, like in black with the kind of silver. I think I like silver at the moment. The silver kind of outlining on it. It's got like silver detailing all over it as well. And just the design is just crazy. Like it's proper tie-dye. And tie-dye's all of the fashion at the moment. It's the fashionable style. Football shirts are fashion items now. Get used to it. We love it. Show my least favourite shirt. Probably this one. They got in a loot box. Probably that one. It's just. I like. You know what? If this shirt didn't have so many ads all over, like it's covered, absolutely covered in a million different ads all over it. On the back, there's like 3 at the bottom there. There's 2 on each sleeve. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the front. It is a walking billboard, and that's why that's my least favourite shirt. But I actually like the colour. And you know what? Having it like there, it looks pretty nice. Well, you can't see it there, but like when it's on screen, it's like, oh yeah, nice little different bit of colour. Not really got too many shirts in that colour, so it's a nice addition to the backdrop. But that's like a Romanian team. Do I still have the Spurs one? No. No, I don't. I don't have the Spurs one. I only borrowed that from a friend. Giandro said, "What did Mrs. FPL Mate do with her team?" She didn't make a transfer this week. She likes the look of her team already. Best jersey is the one you're currently wearing. This, yeah. I mean, in terms of, if I had to choose, Alan says you should add a PO box. Would you guys actually send me football shirts though? I mean, I would love that. I would love to open a PO box and say, "Send me football shirts." But no, I wouldn't want to take football shirts off you guys. I wouldn't want to take them off you guys. In terms of my favourite shirt, I would probably say that one, the Forward Madison drip kit. Yeah, I'd probably say this is my favourite. But like, this is just like, though people who collect modern football kits, like this is just one that you have to have in your collection. So yeah, I'll try to say this is my favourite, but there are some decent ones. I think I've got some decent ones, but I mean I chose them, didn't I? This one, I think I would like this a little bit more if it wasn't yellow, but this is the Inter Milan UCL pre-match shirt from last year. But it's so bright. I don't really wear it very much in videos anymore just because it's so bright. And I feel like it just makes everything in the world look yellow. But it's got a cool design on it. Kind of like it. Put that back. Yeah. Del Boy said, I'll send you one from my local club in Japan. Oh, well, that would be pretty cool. Thoughts on new Inter Milan away kit? I actually really like it, and I'm thinking about getting it. It's one of my favourites. Bournemouth away shirt. I don't think. Have I seen that? Jandro says, Dan, let's talk about Gameweek 5. Your thoughts on Alvarez as a Gameweek 5 differential? I see what you're saying. But you know, you pick players for more than one game week, don't you? I understand that, yeah, Alvarez might be good for Game Week 5, but when it gets to Game Week 6, it's not so good. Someone suggested Bournemouth away kit. And by the way, guys, I can't believe how many of you actually want to send me football shirts. Like, would you really? I mean, like, it would definitely be oh, wow, that's a nice shirt. That is a nice shirt. Oh, it's Umbro, though. But it's nice. I love that design. I might get that. Yeah, I mean, I can imagine getting some football shirts in the post and just how excited I would be. I mean, obviously it would make me very happy, but at the same time, I don't want to take... Like, shirts cost a lot of money, particularly in this country. Football shirts cost a lot of money, and I feel too bad. I feel too bad if you guys were sending me, like, your own hard-earned money, and you're sending a random YouTuber that you saw his videos, and you're sending them football shirts. But, I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love it. Get Nottingham Forest, no sponsor. Yeah, but it's not. I don't think it's that nice. I don't think the Forest kit is that nice. This Bournemouth one is nice. Dusan says, I will send you a Red Star Belgrade shirt. Just open the PO box. You can make a video out of it. That could be we could do a second channel video. We could do a second channel video of like opening football shirts. Yeah. Wolves new third shirt. Wolves third kit. 22-23. What's this saying? I love how we've just completely gone off the topic of FPL, by the way. And for some reason, you guys are okay with that. No one's complaining yet. No one's saying, talk about FPL. That's what your channel's about. Not football shirt collecting. All right. This is a kind of a little... I'm guessing it's this one. The, like, kind of turquoise colour one. Don't know how I feel about that one. I'm not sure if I like it or not. I mean, I think, yeah, I probably would wear it, to be fair. But I don't love it. I don't love it. You guys are so nice. All right, well, all right, okay. I'll think about. I think the thing is, I don't want people saying, "Oh, look, Dan is begging for football shirts on the internet." And you know, particularly if you're sending from other countries, we've got to talk about international shipping. I mean, at least, I don't know. Maybe we can do a thing where you send me a kit, you send me a shirt, but like in the parcel, you just include like your PayPal details or something, and I can pay you back for at least shipping or something like that. Well, we'll see. Magnus says, talk about shirts, we don't care about FPL. Oh, is that the turquoise one? What's the third one then? Is it this? The thing is, football teams are like switching shirts so interchangeably. You never actually know what obviously know the home kit, but the away kit and the third kit, they don't pick them based on colouring anymore. They pick it based on marketing. So unless you actually know which one's the away kit, you don't know. What else have we got? Venezia. I've looked at the Venezia one this season. All right. What other suggestions you got? Let's read some of these comments and we'll have a look at some more shirts. Okay. Al Ryan. I tell you what, the Middle East teams have some banger football shirts. So oh wait, this is not that much of a banger at all. Is that what we're looking for? If so. Yeah, Venezia's nice. I've seen it, but like for those of you guys who have not seen the Venezia shirts for this season, it is nice. It literally looks like that doesn't even look like a football shirt. It's so clean. It looks like, I don't know. It just looks like a piece of fashion wear. Like that is like a shirt you wear to the pub, right? That's not a football shirt. That is football fashion at its finest. I like the way they're leaning into that because they had a banger kit last season. This was like, oh, hang on. If we just go to Venezia, who are a team in Italy, by the way, this kit was like widely recognised as shirt of the season. Absolute banger. Absolute banger. No, I don't own it though. It's so expensive and it's hard to find as well. And there's so many fakes online. So many fakes. But yeah, it's nice. AK Athens first shirt. Well, they wear like yellow and black, don't they? Ooh, I didn't see that come in. Yeah, so that is this. Is that the same template as something I've got already? No, it's not. It's kind of similar. It's kind of similar to that, isn't it? But in yellow. But obviously they've got different manufacturers, so it's a different template. But still, yeah, that's quite nice. Tiger effect. Atletico Mineiro. I know exactly. You're talking about the map one, right? Let's have a look at Boa Vista 22-23 away. Is it that's their home shirt, right? We need their away. That's what we're looking. So that I'm guessing is it this? Kind of similar tiger. Kind of rips in it kind of effect. Or is it this one? The white one? Oh no, it's not. Because that's their third. So I'm guessing it's this one. Type in Japan cartoon shirt. All right. Is it this? Oh, that can't be real. That can't be real. That must be like a concept shirt. Because that's an anime football shirt. What animes has it got on it? Can I recognise any? I'm going to get really close to the camera, sorry. I can see Naruto. I can see Dragon Ball Z. I can see One Piece. Fairy Tail. Assassination Classroom. There's all kinds of anime on there. Wow. Okay, well, I mean, obviously I'm buying this. Might buy it right now. What a shirt. Yeah, okay. Out of all of the suggestions so far, and maybe it's just the weeb in me, this is the one I'm buying. This is my next shirt. But I'm guessing it is a concept shirt rather than, they're not actually, like, no football team is going to be playing a game of football with anime characters all over it. It's a bit sus. Oh, he's got Full Metal Alchemist on there as well. I'm just absolutely twerking over this this shirt right now. Demon Slayer. Can't remember what that one's called. What I can't remember what that's called. What's this? It looks like Dragon Ball Z, but isn't. Some kind of 90s anime. All right, let's stop looking at this now. Let's stop looking at this now. We've almost got lineups as well, by the way. Almost got lineups. A few people saying, yeah. I see you're a man of culture as well. I am a man of culture. Doraemon, that's it. Yeah, well played. Right. We got super chat. Sorry, I missed that. I was too busy looking at the the anime shirt. I missed 2 super chats. Right, Steve Arnold, got to check out Ipswich new blackout shirt. All right, I'm a big fan of a blackout shirt. Ipswich Town blackout shirt. Oh, it is pure. Oh, I have seen this. It's this one, right? I have seen this. It is nice. Yep. What is it? Their third. Ipswich Town third shirt. Wait, but it's a blackout version. Let's see if we can find it. Did Ed Sheeran wear it? Is that how it went big? Record-breaking sales for third kit. I'm not surprised. That's an absolute beauty. I've got one blackout kit, and that's the England. What is it? 90-something score draw recreation. It's not. This shirt. It's not the best quality, but it's like a nice shirt. Like, wear that for me, England games. Wear that for the... Come on, England. Come on, score us a goal, England. Goal. Typical England fan. Yeah, that is nice. That is nice. I don't know if I could bring myself to put an Ipswich Town shirt next to my Norwich shirt, though. Sia Pizzle in another separate super chat also suggested the same shirt. So thank you guys for both of your suggestions. It's no coincidence that is a big one. Right, lineups are out. We better talk about FPL. Otherwise everyone's going to unsubscribe. I think we're going to do some watch-along streams. I think maybe during the watch-along streams we'll keep chat a little bit casual in those, particularly like half-time and stuff. But this is meant to be a deadline stream, so we are going to have a look at the lineups. Right, Southampton first. Bazunu, Walker-Peters, Bella Kotchap, Beautiful Ketchup, Salisu, Gineppo, Lavia, Ward-Prowse, Aribo, El Adams and Armstrong. So that's pretty much just a very standard expected team, pretty much. Other than Gineppo at left back, but I mean that's not that weird. Is he playing at left back? Yeah, he is. So they're playing a 4 at the back with Aribo and El Yunusi as kind of the wide men, but you know the wide men are kind of not really that much of attackers in the Southampton. It's more like attacking midfielders and defensive midfielders. Yeah, Southampton are weird 4-4-2 formation. All right, Man United, De Gea, Martinez. It's all in the wrong order. I hate it when football teams release their lineups in shirt number order. It's so annoying. De Gea, Martinez, Fernandes, Rashford, Malacia, Ericsson, Varane. Wait, hang on. So Luke Shaw is fully mudded at this point, isn't he? Yeah, Malacia is it's crazy because these players in FPL, I swear, are like quite cheap, like 4.4 million now. Malacia and Dalot, maybe even Martinez might even be 4.4 million. I wonder if United turn it around, they could, give a bit of value. But no Ronaldo, I guess, is something people will care about. Casemiro on the bench, which is interesting, isn't it? I mean, I'm not totally surprised Ronaldo's been benched, though. Where's Martial? Is he injured? So I'm guessing it's this Rashford striker, then Elanga left, Sancho right. It says Valerie is starting on OneFootball. Might be wrong. Huh. Well, there you go. There's some. There's still 1,500 people watching. Why? Why? You just want some chat on your Saturday morning. Right, let's have a look at this fan slide. I need to pick my fan slide players. And I'm going to talk it through you. Everyone, get up your fan slide apps open and make sure you're joining. Like, we've got £100 mini league, and I'll probably tweet it out as well. Right, let's find. I'm on the wrong game. How many of you guys are in? So, if you've clicked on the link in the description to join the Fanslide mini league, and then what you need to do is go on back to the homepage and find games on the bottom tab. Can I show you on? Should we go big screen version? People saying that Fanslide doesn't work in New Zealand. I think they have got an international version, but this one is the competition that I'm running today with a £100 prize is going to be UK only. But we'll try and sort out some international ones. Like I say, I'm in contact with these guys, so I mean we can sort out some different competitions and stuff if you guys fancy it. Anyway, let's make my head really big. There we go. You can have your full screen FPL Mate. You've got the full screen right now. So if you go on your Fanside app, you should see at the bottom. Next time I might link up my phone to show. But at the bottom, maybe if I turn the lights down. That's made it far worse. But at the bottom it says games, and then you click on the top game, which is Southampton versus Manchester United. So that's the first fixture, 12:30. Click on that, and you can pick 3 players. So I'm gonna what the best tactic is, as far as I've seen, is because you can only have 20 minutes with each player. It's best to maybe go for some defenders first. So I'm probably going to start off, because I don't think there'll be early goals. So I'm probably going to start off with like, get rid of some of the players I'm not that bothered about long term. So I'll probably put in like Salisu, because you can only have 20 minutes per player. Well, as soon as a player has been on your fan slide for 20 minutes, you have to slide them out and replace them with someone else. So I kind of feel like it's better to save some of the forwards to later on in the game in kind of crunch time. But equally, defenders can be quite useful. If a team is just trying to see a game out and you don't think they're going to concede any goals in the last 10 minutes of a game because they're just trying to close the game out, then at that point, that's a good time to bring in those defenders for the 20 minutes at the end. But yeah, I think the idea, it's called Fanslide because you're just sliding players in and out depending on what part of the game. You know, when do you think, there'll be no goals? If you think there's going to be no goals during a certain period of the game, you bring in a defender from that period of the game. If you think one team is looking like they're on top and getting lots of chances, it might be a good time in that game to put in an attacker. So slide those players in and out. You can only have them in your team for a total of 20 minutes. So it's important that you rotate your players at the right moments and don't go in with all of the good players too early, because after 20 minutes you lose them. So you do have to stay on top of it, but it's fun like watching it alongside a game, particularly a game like Southampton versus Manchester United. So I'm going to start off, and I might make some final changes, but I'm going to get rid of some defenders because I don't think there'll be an early goal. So I'm going to go Salisu, Martinez, and do we maybe go for an attacker just in case? Can you think of anyone who might score an early goal in this game? I don't know. I don't think. I mean, it's kind of up to you. If you think there's going to be a early goal or not, I can't decide on my third player. Maybe we go for. I really want Ward-Prowse, but I don't want to waste Ward-Prowse. Screw it. Let's go for Chad. Let's go for a midfielder. Let's go for El Yunusi. We'll use up Actually, no, we'll go for Lavia. There we go. That's my three players then. Salisu, Martinez, and Lavia I'm going for. Sorted. That's for the start of the game, and then we'll probably switch it about. You guys are going for Che Adams. Do you think he'll do well? Do you think he'll score in the first 20 minutes? Because this is the thing with Fanslive. You've got to think about the whole game in 20-minute sections. Do you think Che Adams will score in the first 20? I'm not convinced he will, if I'm completely honest. Yeah, I'm not sure. We've got 45 of you guys in there, which is a decent amount. Can we get to 100 people in there? Maybe. £100 prize. £300 on your Saturday. £300. I sorted this out for you guys. I sorted out how cheeky. One of you guys is going to be absolutely. Laughing. But yeah, there's some interesting usernames in here, by the way. Pepe Pig, love it. Who else is in here? Dino FC. Gilbert. That's a pretty good username. Did no one else have the username Gilbert? Fair play, Gilbert. I think because it's like a fairly... Well, it's not a small game. It's pretty big, to be fair. But there's still some decent users. I'm one of those people who loves a good username. I don't know what you guys think about that. But I love a good username. Like my Xbox gamer tag, for example, is 3 characters long. Because I just love a rare usernames. I've had that for ages now. What's the app? The app is Fanslide. The link to the mini league with the £100 prize pool is in the description. But I think there's also a public league as well, which also has £100 prize pool in it. So actually, you're technically, if you have a really good week on Fanslide or really good game on Fanslide, you could technically win £200, which is quite mental. Actually, now I really want to win it. But I'm going to beat you. How many times can you rotate? You can bring in players as much. You can do it as much as you want. You can like put in players and take them out and put them back in and like keep switching them as much times as you want, but it does, you know, the most important thing is you only get 20 minutes per player. FPL Josh says it's my birthday today. Happy birthday, Josh. Hope you're having a good one, mate. I need your opinion for captain next week. Jesus or Haaland? I don't know. I've not even thought about captains for next week. I haven't got Haaland, but there's strong rumours, strong chance that Haaland might be on the bench for game week 5. So I don't think I would captain him. I think it's a little bit too risky. Maybe Jesus is the one. Game's not available in the US. Yeah, I'm going to speak to him and see if we can set up some international league. Well, I mean, look, let's see how this one goes. Let's see how this one goes. But yeah, this week is UK only. But yeah, 200 quid, 200 squiddles. Need to do something about this hair. Right, I'm gonna call it there. I'm gonna go get some food. I might play a couple of games of Apex Legends before the kickoff. I might do it. Let's see. But yeah, thank you so much for everyone who's joined for the stream today. We spoke about a lot of different stuff after the stream as well. It's always nice to just have the casual chats as well after. Hope to see a few of you guys in the Fanslive game. I'll be keeping an eye on who is on for the money. If you're on Twitter, I might chat about it a little bit on Twitter, just because I've not got any FPL players for the first game, so we may as well make it a Fanslive thing. Yeah. But hopefully I'll beat at least some of you on that. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate you guys as always. And yeah, I'll see you probably for a video tomorrow morning, because Game Week 5 is so soon. The Game Week 5 content needs to start this weekend. There's no rest for the wicked. So yeah, hopefully see you guys on video tomorrow. And of course on Twitter for the reaction to all of the game. But yeah, good luck this game week, guys. I hope you have a good one and enjoy the football. Most of all, enjoy FPL. That's what it's all about. And I will see you later, mates. Bye-bye.